Hello, YouTube. Quit doing faceless videos like this.
Transform them into engaging videos with your own AI influencer like this. I'm going to show you a few quick and easy ways to create an AI influencer like these in minutes, so you can create a faceless YouTube channel. Today, I'll be using CGDream, CapCut, and voice generator I/O. Let's get started.
First of all, this is me, and this is my real voice. Now you can see why I want to hide behind a faceless AI channel. We'll work on all the fun aspects of how to change this up later, but for now, and until you learn how to set everything up, you're probably stuck with your actual voice. So, let's start by getting a better looking AI influencer. To do this, we'll use CGDream. You'll find this at cgdream.ai. You can sign up for a free account and it will give you credit to create images each month. By accessing their paid tiers, you can get access to features such as faster processing, reduced credit cost, and other cool features. The key to using CGDream is working with prompts. This is where your imagination gets to run wild with what you want to create or who you want your AI influencer to be. We'll set the aspect ratio to 2:3 so we can get a decent portrait shot. Then we'll start with a simple prompt to create our AI influencer, a young girl. And this is what we wind up with. Indeed, we have 4 AI generations of what is clearly a young girl. This isn't exactly what I was going for, so let's try this prompt again with a little refinement. A young girl in her mid-20s. This is a little bit better, but still looks a little younger than what I was going for. I'm going to try to fix this by adding what's called a filter. I'm going to select a character and choose woman realistic, as well as fashion luxury and fashion casual. You can adjust the amount of weight or influence each of these filters has on the overall generation outcome. I'll leave the defaults and see what we get. This is much better. The age of the women is more related to what I was looking for. They're also nicely dressed, as requested by the filters. Let's further make an adjustment and see how things change. We'll adjust the prompt to a young girl in her mid-20s with long, dark hair. Once again, we're getting more of what we ask for by including specifics. Now, all of the women have long, dark hair. Let's try adding a request for bright blue eyes and a warm smile. Again, we now see a warm smile, dark hair, and somewhat bluish eyes. Let's do away with the smile and go with just bright blue eyes. We're making progress. These are very good. One small adjustment that we might want to make for future use is to have the influencer posing against a solid white background. These backgrounds are all good neutral colors, so they probably work just fine. But let's go with a white background just to be safe. There we go. This is just like what you would do at a modeling agency with getting good neutral headshots to pick from. Let's make one more adjustment by changing up the clothing. Let's ask for a model to wear a white blouse and a black blazer. We'll also still request the background to be solid white. Perfect. Now I have 4 great images to pick from. Actually, the first image isn't that great because the background isn't solid white. I think I'm going to go with the second image. What I want to do is enhance this image by clicking on the X2 button that appears when I hover over it. This will allow me to get a higher resolution image that is the basis for my AI influencer. I would also go ahead and click the download button to save this image so I have it handy later on if needed. Finally, I'm going to set this image as the character reference for future image generations. That will help me keep the face, hair, and body type the same as I change things up for my AI influencer. I'm now ready to start using my basic AI influencer. What I want to do is adjust my aspect ratio to 16:9 for long form YouTube videos or 9:16 for shorts and TikTok. I'll then adjust my prompt. Let's go with a young girl in her mid-20s with long dark hair. She has bright blue eyes. She is sitting on a horse next to a beautiful lake. And there we go. We didn't provide any clothing descriptions, but we get our basic character on a horse next to a lake. Let's try another prompt. A young girl in her mid-20s with long dark hair. She has bright blue eyes. She is sitting at a black grand piano. This one I didn't like as well. There are too many pianos and the setting is awkward. Let's mix it up and go with a young girl in her mid-20s with long dark hair. She has bright blue eyes. She is wearing a red ballroom gown. She is sitting at a black grand piano. How about one more? A young girl in her mid-20s with long dark hair. She has bright blue eyes. She is wearing a red ballroom gown. She is sitting at a black grand piano on a stage in a large, formal concert hall. And there we go. We have the ability to create an AI influencer, set them as a character, and then place them almost anywhere we want in any setting and any outfit. So, how do we get them to talk and be the face of a faceless YouTube channel? Well, there are a couple of options. One choice is to use a service like 11 Labs, where we have tons of voices available. They provide the ability to do voice changing as well as text to speech. And if you do have a great voice, you can even get a premium service where you can clone your voice and use it as a part of text to speech.
However, if you want a free option that can do something like this,
Or maybe you want to do something like this.
Or possibly you want something like this.
There are even options where you can do something like this.
If so, check out voicechanger.io. You can upload your own voice and manipulate it in many different ways. Or, you can select Generate Speech from Text, and be able to choose a voice to read the text that you provide. That is exactly what I am doing here with the Google UK English Female voice option. It doesn't really matter how you get your audio, it could be your real voice. It could be a voice changer or even text to speech. You are creating a faceless YouTube channel, so you should at least have something to say, and that will be the audio for your AI influencer.
Now you're back to being stuck with me for a few more minutes. So, let's assume we have some audio that we want our AI influencer to say. We've downloaded it as a WAV file or MP3. Some people may go and use something like Kling AI, where you can take your image, convert it to a 5 to 10 second video clip, and then add lip sync to it. Other people might be interested in using Runway Act 1 to add their audio to an image or video to help with lip sync and facial expressions. What I want to do is take a look at using CapCut to create an AI avatar. This is software that we're going to download and install on your local computer. Lots of people use this for video editing. Once you have it downloaded, what you'll do is create a new project or open an existing project that you've started. From the menu at the top, click on AI Avatars. You can then select Customize. Then click on the blank avatar space to customize a new avatar. We'll choose to upload a photo. From here, select the photo that you liked from CGDream and that you want to use to represent your talking AI influencer. CapCut will then transform your AI influencer into a usable avatar within CapCut. Once the avatar is available, you can then use it and place it on your timeline. To do this, select where in your timeline you want the AI influencer's avatar to go. Then click the AI influencer you want to use. Then click Next. You'll then be asked to either enter text or add audio. click Add Audio and select the file you created earlier in voicechanger.io or something like 11 Labs. Once you've uploaded and verified you have the correct audio, click Generate. This is a pro feature of CapCut and may require a subscription. You're given a variety of credits, and each generation uses a different number of credits. Once the generation is finished, you can see the final result.
Good evening. Call me Sarah. It's a pleasure to meet you this evening. Thank you for coming to my concert, and I hope you enjoy the beautiful music of the piano.
Pretty neat. Not quite my choice of voice, but not bad for free text-to-speech. And clearer and more concise than my own speaking voice. I personally use 11 Labs, and then I get something like this.
Once upon a time, in a lush, hidden valley, there was a small village surrounded by towering trees and sparkling rivers. In this village lived a kind-hearted young girl named Lily.
Decent voice and all right lip sync. This is an older version of a project I was working on, so I'm not thrilled with the overall quality of the image or video, but the voice is certainly worth the 11 Labs subscription. So that's it for this video. If you got something out of it, please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave comments if you have any questions or feedback.